Filming.
Okay, this video is to show you how to get an air conditioner out of the box that it comes in. And obviously this is a really heavy item, so unlike every other box, you don't just open the top and take it out. So here's how you do it. First off, you cut these straps. Just get some scissors and cut them. Like so. Okay, get them out of the way. And then, 2 people usually helps with this. You can do it by yourself, but 2 people is great. And then most air conditioners are the same way, but this particular one is an LG 15,000 BTU. So, after you cut the straps, you take the box and you're going to lift it right off. Now when you lift it, you want to give it kind of a shake because it's packed really tightly and you want to give it the best chance it has of dropping whatever it's packed with. Some stuff sometimes stays in the lid, so when you get it off, you want to kind of tip it gently and see it did stay in there. Which is okay. At that point, get someone to hold the lid for you. And remove the styrofoam pieces. Set them aside. And what's in here usually is the faceplate, which is this thing, and the remote. So there you go. So like I said, be careful with the lid because there's usually stuff stuck to it.
Filming.
Okay, as you saw in our last video, this stuff, the styrofoam and the faceplate, sometimes sticks to the top of the box because unlike every other box, you don't go into it from the top. The whole thing is kind of like a lid that you have to take off. This stuff sometimes sticks to the top. That's no big deal. As we showed you, just kind of tip it back carefully and get it out. But if all goes the way it should, this stuff stays here and this is what it looks like. You have your remote and your faceplate, which you just take off and set it somewhere safe for the time being, and usually your instructions. Take those off and set them with the faceplate. And you take your styrofoam pieces off and keep them with the box. And you do want to keep the box because you might need to return it. So keep the box and the styrofoam pieces all together.
Filming.
Okay, so as I've told you before, this isn't a normal box. The whole thing is like a lid that goes over this reinforced cardboard bottom down here. Once you take the lid off, you put the styrofoam pieces with it, and any extra pieces you might have when you get done with this whole thing, you want to keep it with the box, and keep the box so that you can return it under warranty if you need to. After you do that, it might be different with other units. Every unit comes with a box of like extra pieces and mounting equipment. But in this particular case, it's right here on the side, and there's nothing holding it, so you want to get it off first thing. Just take it off, set it aside somewhere, maybe with your faceplate and your remote.
Filming.
Okay, now this is the final step here to unpacking your air conditioner. You got the lid off, you got your faceplate, your remote, your instructions, your extra box of mounting equipment, etc. off. Now what you want to do is you want to lift this out of this reinforced cardboard base that it's sitting in. Now if you're a normal person, you're going to want some help because it is quite heavy. I mean really heavy, so seriously, get some help. And what we're going to do is we're going to lift it, and you want to decide this before you pick it up. You can twist it left or right. We're going to twist it right and then set it back down on its base, catty cornered, and from there it's ready to get some help and move it to wherever it's going to be installed. Okay, so here we go. Be sure to get a good grip. It is very heavy. Here we go. A lot of it might stick. If it does, just take your foot and knock it off. And here we go. Twist it, set it down. Now it's ready to be moved with some help, mind you, because it's very heavy, and installed. And there you go. That's how you unpack your air conditioner.
Filming.
Okay. Just as an additional note here, while you're doing all this lifting and moving, etc., you do not want to touch these radiator fins you see here on the front, and they have some that look just like it on the back. They're very thin pieces of metal, and they're very easily hurt, so be sure not to put your hands on it when you're moving this thing. And there's some around on the back. Okay.
Filming.
Come with me, I'll show you the ones on the back. They look just like the ones on the front. You see there. Don't put your hands on it, don't touch it or grab it because they're real easily hurt.
Filming.
Okay, so your instructions will tell you, and it's true, that it's much easier to install an air conditioner if you will take the air conditioner out of its metal casing, and then you install the metal casing wherever it is that you're going to put the air conditioner, and then put the air conditioner back into the metal casing. That way you don't have to deal with all the weight. It is actually much easier. To do that, on yours it might be different. You have to look around and find the screws, but on this particular one there are 4 screws. There's 2 in the front, 1 here, 1 here, and there are 2 in the back. 1 here, and 1 over here. Simply get a screwdriver and take those screws out and slide the metal casing off of the air conditioner, and then you can install the metal casing.
Filming.
Okay, now we're going to remove these screws that are holding the air conditioner to its metal frame. I'm going to use a ratcheting screwdriver to make things a little quicker. So here we go. Once the screw's out, just set it somewhere you're not going to lose it. I'm going to set mine on top for now. Woo. Alright, here we go, last screw here. Okay.
Filming.
Okay, so you remember that when we first got it unpacked and everything, we set it up and turned it catty corner to set on its base, which works really well to look at it and get the screws out and everything else. But now at this point, what you want to do is get an extra set of hands. I would recommend at least 3 people, because 2 people are going to have to lift the air conditioner and hold it for longer than a couple seconds while your extra set of hands gets this base out of the way. And then you're going to set the air conditioner on the floor with enough space in front of it so that you can drag the air conditioner out of its case. It usually has a handle on it. It's not always obvious, but on this particular one, it's right here in front, just this little indentation in the middle. Put your hand in there and drag it right out. I'll show you how to do it. Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Lift it. There you go. You got the bottom out of the way. Turn it. Turn it. There we go. Remember to leave enough space in front of it. Set it down gently. Watch your fingers. It's very heavy, so just be real careful. Then you're going to grab it from the front. Get one person to grab that handle. Remember, it's really heavy, so be careful. Grab the handle, and the other person grab the metal case. Hold it and just sort of work it out. If it doesn't come right away, then you just sort of shift it a little bit and work with it. It will come out. If it's completely stuck, then you missed a screw, so stop and find the screw. But we got all of our screws out on this particular one, those 4 screws. So there you go. You see, it's relatively simple. There you have it. From here, that can just stay right there. You can install your case, and then you can get help because it's really heavy, and put this thing into its case, and there you have it.